All right, everyone, welcome to tonight's team call. I am so excited that Krystal Zamora will be leading us tonight. Not sure if you saw my post about her. Of course, my printer's going to go off. But she has been the top coach in our team for the past 2 months. She is a new mama to the most precious baby boy you've ever seen, is a Success Club starter 3 months in a row, so she earned her ticket to Summit. And she just popped diamond. So if you haven't gone and given her love on the Facebook post where I shouted her out, you must do that now, because she literally set a goal. We watched a team call on a girl on I went back and checked. It was September 12th. And she told me, I will be diamond by the end of the month. So literally in 2 weeks. And I think at that time she might have had like maybe 3, maybe 4 coaches at the time. She said, by the end of the month, I will be diamond. And she did it before the month was up. So I know I've had a lot of people say, what is Krystal doing? She's on fire. What is she doing? So now you get to pick Krystal's brain. So Krystal, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to you. You can unmute yourself and then share your screen and we'll be good to go. I think she's going to do a PowerPoint and then we'll have time afterwards that we can ask her some questions too. All right, Krystal, it's all you.
All right. Hi, everybody. Happy to be here. Thanks for joining us. So I have a PowerPoint. That's how I'm used to talking. So I think it'll help. Let's see if I can make sure I'm doing this right. All right. Can y'all see my screen? Okay, great. All right. So I'm just going to go over a little bit about myself, not because I want to talk about myself, but I think it has a lot to do with why I've done well. My transformation, retention and quality, so how I've kept customers coming in general, just kind of general tips, what I do for personal development, my daily routine, and just kind of a summary of everything. So a little bit about me, I'm 23 years old. I'm a brand new mom. My baby's 4 months old. I'm engaged and currently planning a wedding, and I'm also an adjunct kinesiology professor. Why is that important at all? So, my age being 23, I'm not completely brand new to social media. I just got out of college, so social media wasn't something, even though I've been learning a lot, that wasn't something I have spent a huge amount of my time developing. I had, a pretty fair basis on that. As far as being a mom, my transformation and sharing with other moms, my post-baby body has gotten me a lot of customers and also a lot of, not fame, but, more popular with my followers at least. Planning a wedding. So I just recently started doing that. And anything that, we all have our list of how old we are, if we're moms or not, and something that makes us a little bit, special or different. So you need to milk that list, whatever it is. Me, starting to plan a wedding, I have been milking the crap out of it because I ask people opinions like, on my venue, or I ask people like, what are your plans on, how do I do this? And everybody likes giving opinions. So getting people engaged, using that part of my life has helped me with engagement. And teaching, I'm comfortable talking to people. So that's not something, again, that I have to work on a lot with. I feel good doing this. I feel comfortable, so that helps me. But if that's something you need to work on it. Use what makes you to your advantage. I know my advantages, so I work on my weaknesses, okay? So build off of your strengths. That's what's going to get people to bring, get you more clientele. All right, next one. Oh, okay, wait, last one, most important. Remind yourself of your reason every single day. So why am I here, right? So I went and got a master's degree thinking that education was going to make me rich right away. All education did was give me a crap ton of loan debt. And, I have a master's degree and I get paid nothing. That adjunct kinesiology professor is not there to, make me sound any better. It's honestly like I'm not making money. So Beachbody was my way to make some money. And this is something that we can all do. It doesn't matter what your background is. So every single day I'm like, I need to make money. I'm worth a lot more than what I'm getting paid for. And I look at my kid every day and I want to give him everything. And that helps me every day. So we all have our reason. Remind yourself of yours as often as you need to. Okay, transformation. So another thing that has helped me, I've lost 30 pounds in 3 to 4 months, right? It's about probably 15, 16 weeks. And, that has caused a lot of, people, asking me what I'm doing, what I'm following. And I truly live and breathe the Beachbody program. I do nothing else. I've done personal training. I don't lift weights. I don't do anything extra besides the programs. I follow the portion fix. It's done wonders for me. You are your best advertisement. So this transformation doesn't necessarily have to be a huge weight transformation. Just you showing up all the time and people noticing that you're happier. People noticing, you have a little pep in your step, whatever it may be. People notice. Okay, so whatever your transformation is, it doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter how much weight you have to lose. People choose you because of who you are and because they relate to you. So don't think, you need to be this tiny little person to do well here, because you don't. And honestly, if you look at what Beachbody coaches are at the top, we have a lot of curvy women at the top of this business right now doing phenomenal. So, it truly doesn't matter what size you are. One of the biggest advice that Raquel gave me was act like a bigger deal than you actually are. So what attracted me to Raquel was Raquel's on it. She has pretty lipstick on every day. Her hair is almost always done. She just looks good. And I was like, man, Raquel is killing this business. What is she doing? So that really made me, ask her and reach out to her, like, what are you doing? So for me, that helped me a lot, because it was like, okay, I need to attract the kind of person, not necessarily just like myself, but I need to attract more people that, work hard. So act like a bigger deal than you are has really helped me. Like, I went and bought a $40 desk at Marketplace, and I opened up one of our extra rooms, and now I'm working out in it because it just looks cleaner than my garage. I'm doing, little things and acting bigger than I actually am. As for retention and quality, so being genuine is going to help you so much. And if you're not doing this already, I encourage you to. Changing up preset invites. We have a lot of amazing resources that, our uplines provide for us. I always change mine up just a little bit, just so it sounds a little bit more like me. And that's what I'm copying and pasting and sending out. Put effort into your groups or clients. So, I don't think it matters whether you're doing your own group or you're doing, the Busy Babes Challenge with everyone, however you're doing it. Personally, I run my own groups. I add little extras. Like I have a Shakeology recipe album. And I have other things that I send out to my clients. And another thing that I do a lot is I check in with my challengers weekly. So I'm sending everyone a message. And that has helped me a lot with retention. Now, like for example, earlier today, one of my challengers that just started with me for a week, she sent me a phone number to her aunt. She's like, my aunt wants to join. She needs to sign up. And I sent her a message, and she's already signed up. So that quick. She didn't even ask me how much anything is, whatever. She's just like, I want to join your group. Because my clients are talking that good of me, and that truly was a better compliment than, my Success Club numbers this past month, because that to me says you're doing something right. You're helping people out. So being genuine and truly putting a little bit of time, a little bit extra time towards your clients is really going to help you and has helped me. And practicing what you preach. So if you're in a challenge group, when I'm in a challenge group, even if I cheat a little bit on the weekend, I'm not posting my pictures of my cheat meal. You know what I mean? Like I had like this cornbread stuff. I didn't take a picture of it and post it on my story because I'm not advocating that to my challengers. That's a little dishonest, but I'm careful with what I eat and what I do. I just don't want to advocate that to my challengers for the month. And I'll post my cheats when I'm not, in a challenge. So also another thing that has helped me a lot is do more than what is required of you. This business is truly make it your own, but we have a little bit of a criteria, like, get your posts in, do all that stuff. Do it your own way. So for example, this month I'm doing an October flash sale, not because I think I need to, but I'm really trying to get all my customers that have been on the fence and just, on the brink. I want to get them in, and I'm trying to build up retention. I'm also trying to keep up my diamond status. And more importantly, I'm trying to help my coaches move up in rank. Okay, I have an emerald coach right now, and I want her to get to diamond. So I really think that will help elevate us and push us there. So, do a little extra if you need to. And that's something, nobody told me to do that. Raquel's my upline, and she's amazing. And I talk with her and ask her questions all the time, but she didn't say, Krystal, you should do a flash sale to try to do this. She's never telling me you should do this ever, and I don't think you should have to tell your coaches that. But you just kind of have to figure it out on your own. Another thing, don't make excuses or feel bad for yourself. So if at any point in this little presentation that I've done, if you've thought, and I'm saying this because I've been this way, if you thought, Krystal's doing so good because she lost a bunch of weight, or she's doing so good because of whatever, XXX, right? You're not in the right mindset. When I first started, I was like, man, these people are doing so good because of this. I was spending so much time thinking of what other people were doing that I wasn't working on myself. And that was just wasted time at the end of it. And another thing that I think is huge is don't let negativity or negative people determine your mood, your drive, or your success. So I don't even think I told Raquel about this, but one time I had just one person say, like, have a little bit of a negative comment. And she was just like, I think Beachbody is kind of a shitty company, that's kind of what she was saying. And I, defended it, of course. And I was kind of just like, ouch, right? And just because of that comment of one irrelevant person that I don't even really know, I was like, man, do I really want to do this? Like, is this something that I want to do for myself? And it just got me in a bad mood. And I was telling my fiance, I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. I was seriously second guessing myself based on one person's comment. And looking back at it now, I'm like, God, that was ridiculous. If I would have stopped, because at that point I hadn't had great success. I was hitting, like, barely getting my 6 Success Club points and kind of, struggling to get there. And if I would have let that, determine the rest of it, now I'm like, whatever, I don't care. You guys tell me whatever you want. I feel great. I really don't care what you think. And I think that I wish I would have been that strong from the beginning. Encourage you to get there, because just don't let anybody affect what you're doing. As for personal development, what I do the most, and pretty much all I do, I'm trying to get better and grow on this. I'm trying to make this list larger eventually. But what is really, it helps me not mood and a mode that you're in when you're working. And the Women Inspiring Women, Melanie Mitro podcast, I listen to that on my commute. Anytime I'm commuting, if I'm working around the house, like cleaning up, I'll have it on with headphones or something. She has so many of them. She's phenomenal. I love her. I love the way she talks. She's blunt. She kind of just tells you things how it is. And she really inspires me. So that's been a biggest game changer for me. I started listening to her on my commute to work, and that's really kept me in it. And it keeps me in it every day, because that's how I usually start my day. Also, I listen to the Team Beachbody podcast, which is the national wake-up call. And they always, feature a coach that's doing really well. And they share their success story. And I love hearing success stories. I really do. It keeps me going. So if you haven't listened to any podcasts, I encourage you to do so. They're phenomenal. And you kind of have to find your thing. We're all a little different. I'm excited to get into Audible eventually also. All right. Daily routine. So these are just kind of like checkpoints that I have in my head. I don't even have a list or anything. I'm pretty disorganized, to be honest. But I try to show up on social media. I have it like it's an obligation for me. So I try to show up in the morning, I show a picture of my breakfast. I show, my Energize, whatever it is, my lunchbox, and I started doing a gratitude journal. Just something simple to show people, because people get on their phones, they go to their phone and it's like, hey, what's Krystal doing today? We're trying to embed that into their mind. So I try to do that sporadically. So I'm posting breakfast, I'm not posting all my posts together, right? Breakfast, 5 hours later, 2 hours later, post. Take care of yourself. So taking care of me has been something that is a benefit of this, and it helps me stay in this, because the benefit that I have got, in this amazing weight loss transformation, I've always, tried to stay fit, but this has been easy. The easiest thing that I followed, and it's from home, and I've never had that experience before. I didn't think that I could have, like, I was looking, and I'm not saying this in a conceited way, but I was looking at my back in my stories, in my Instagram stories today, and you could see my muscles popping out. And I literally have not lifted weights other than the heaviest dumbbell is a 10-pound dumbbell, and I'm just following these programs, and I'm looking better than I did when I was going to the gym every day, so truly taking care of myself has helped me stay in this, because it becomes addicting. It becomes addicting. You love how you feel, you love how you look, and it just becomes addicting. So take care of yourself, whether it be your body, your mind, whatever it is that you need. As far as messaging people, I try to do that daily. I try to have daily conversations, even if I don't invite every day. And try to be genuine, truly asking people, what they need, or helping them even when they're not trying to buy something, because when someone's trying to buy something and when they're not, when they're just trying to get advice. So I still give, helpful tips like drink your water, switch those processed carbs to whole grains, simple things that will help somebody out, because just being genuine and even helping those that aren't trying to hop on right away, they still appreciate your help. So, and eventually, hopefully they come back to you. I try to post daily on social media. I've made that a goal, and I've fallen off these past few days. But October 1st is coming, and I'm gonna try to hit those numbers. So you'll be, I'll be posting all the time, daily. Another thing about what I have found that has helped me with the biggest success as far as posting goes: don't invite every single post. Okay. So every post should not be you talking about a group. It shouldn't be inviting to a boot camp. It shouldn't be talking about coaching. You have to mix in your posts, meaning you have to be posting often. So post about your life. People care about your life also. So post about your life. I post about my life, randomly, and I'll get questions about my challenge groups just because somebody saw my face on the feed that day. So I feel like I honestly feel like I get more questions asked, or more people saying, hey, when's your next group, when I'm just posting about my life or a picture of myself, as opposed to inviting people. I don't know why. I feel like maybe sometimes it rubs people the wrong way, but that's what has helped me. And if you're looking for inspiration, so look to your upline, or I call them the bigs. So pretty much, everybody, all the bigs in our team, like Laura, Raquel, Jen, Rachel, everybody that's at the top, everybody who left the conference. I follow all of them. Whenever I need inspiration, I watch their stories. I look at their past posts. Jessica too. Seriously, I saw I went back to one of Jessica's Shakeology posts, and she said something really, really well. So I probably changed like 3 words and just added my own stuff and put like 2 of her sentences within one, because she said it that good. And I was like, I like this. So I use them for inspiration and often. At the end of the day, prioritize what needs most attention. So everybody's different. Some of us need more help with social media. Some of us just need to invite more. And some of us need to, do more stories. So work on what you need to. And know that, you choose your level of success in this business. It's entirely up to you. And I love that about this. I truly do. I've always worked hard. I've done waitressing. I've done jobs, and I'm not embarrassed to work. It's been something that I've had to do my entire life. So working is something I enjoy doing. And, it's something that if I choose my level of success, it's like, it's not a preset amount. My salary at where I work at the university is always going to be the same, but I get to choose how much money I make here. So that truly drives me every day, because I can control this. So understand that you can control this, and it's truly up to you, because you have all the tools you need. I guarantee it. People will follow you because you are you. So be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Set goals. Like Raquel said, I said I was going to be diamond by the end of the month, and I did. And my next goal, I'm going to make over 1,000 in October. So I'm excited to do that. Stop making excuses. They hold you back more than anything. I started this with a lot of excuses, and it's truly just weighing you down. It's doing nothing for you. So just letting them go will help a lot. And asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. When I first started, I didn't know, my upline at all. So I was like, man, how am I going to just be bothering Raquel? She must be so busy, and now I probably text her every day. I probably annoy her a little bit every day. And I don't mind, because I'm doing well, and I'm sure she appreciates that too. And if you are not in a mindset where you are like, I'm ready, I want to do this, like, this is awesome, you have to change your mindset. Shifting that mindset, no matter how long it takes you, because it's not going to happen overnight. It takes a little while. Everything else will follow. Just changing your mindset and, telling yourself that I can do this. I'm awesome. Like, why can't I do this? Mentality is truly going to be the game changer. And that's my biggest take home out of all of this, because once you change your mindset, everything else you're going to figure out on your own. So I know I kind of rambled on a lot. That's what I do all the time. But if y'all have any questions, ask me questions. I think questions are good. If you don't ask questions, I'll be a little hurt. Do I stop share? Okay. hold on.
Yeah, you can stop share.
Okay, great.
Okay, who has questions for Krystal? That's a hard one to say. Questions for Krystal.
Again, don't hurt my feelings, guys.
Krystal, I loved it. I feel like you literally have just like made it your own from day one, and just I gave you guidance, obviously, but you ran with it. And like you said, you didn't wait for me to tell you what to do next. And I think that has served you so well. Okay, JC says, did you get all your people mostly from personal invites?
So in the beginning, people would comment on my pictures, and I had no transformation at the beginning. And I literally started very slow. I'd get 2 people and a family member, 2 people and a family member. I think that was my first 2-3 months. Slowly, people would ask me what I'm doing, and I would re-message those people. So not necessarily inviting, but everyone who had messaged me, asking them again, hey, I'm doing this again. Have you been, paying attention to what I'm doing? Now I invite. Now I'm getting a lot of my people from invitations. And I also stopped being scared of inviting my family members. And I started believing, so much in the product and what I'm doing. Like now I have my mom on it, my dad. I'm about to sign up my dad as a coach this month and get him on the Shakeology because he needs it and it'll benefit him. So also putting that little stigma away of, I think being hesitant to invite. I invite all the time. Tomorrow is October 1st. I'm going to send probably 100 invites.
Did you talk about what your daily routine is like when you work your business every day?
Sort of. I didn't go over how I do it because I'm not that organized yet, to be honest with you. I'm truly trying to get there. I'm trying to sit down and do a power hour, but I'm prioritizing. My days just go by prioritizing what I think is most important. October 1st is coming. I have a challenge group coming. I'm sending out a crap ton of messages. Join my group that, and I truly do it by need. So, beginning of the month, I'm hitting my Success Club numbers. Then I'm trying to do coaches, and I'm just kind of shifting and going with the calendar that way.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's so awesome that you take so much ownership over your own business. You don't wait for somebody else to tell you what to do next or for somebody else to give you a timeline to get it done. And that you do like your income producing you make sure that your income producing activities, like you're showing up on social media to let people know you're open for business, and that you're having conversations privately with people every day and sending invites, and like the 2 most like simple like things, but absolutely non-negotiable to do every day. I think it's just really inspirational to see what you're doing, yet also it's so simple. Like it's really, does it blow your mind how easy this is?
Yeah. And I have one of my coach now that I'm trying to train coaches, I feel like I'm becoming better because now I'm being more fickle on little things. So I love it. It's making me better. They're asking me questions and I have to figure out, the outs and ins of things. And it's hard work. I don't think it's easy, but it is simple. Mm-hmm. It is simple and we have it all set up for us. It's truly it's like any other job. You need a training for a job and then you figure it out. So it's truly, putting the time towards figuring it out. As far as an example of an invite, let me pull up what I have. It depends. I invite people that have asked me before or have said or have gotten the spiel, of the challenge group and the information on it. What I tell them is, I use the one from Raquel's Power Hour that said the one that they kind of ignore you. Let me pull up what my invite is. But I'm truly pulling from Power Hours, guys. I'm not making up anything beautiful. It's not changing the words a little is all I'm doing to what we already have. So don't think I'm beautiful with words or anything because it's truly not happening that way. So it's really like I'm running an October group. I'm excited to keep going. My last month's group had amazing success. I have transformation pictures if you would like to see them. How are you doing this month? Would you like to join me? Very simple type of invite, nothing crazy. Did I have success from my free group? No, I didn't. I had so many people, but what I've learned also is people don't appreciate free. And most people just don't do it. Don't give out free samples. I gave out some of Shakeology just because it's hard for me. I'm nice. I'm nicer whenever people are around. I'm like, oh, here you go. I'm a nice person. Here's my shake, you know? And then I'm like, God, I just threw away like $40. Why did I do that? And I don't think I've had one person that I've given a shake to come back. So don't give out free shakes. The free group, I got a few people from there, so it's worth it. But I don't know when I'll do it again, but I like to do offer them the clean week and a meal plan to people that are interested in joining. So I think that is actually more beneficial, doing that one-on-one and when somebody requests it, as opposed to doing this group. And maybe I just didn't do the free group good enough. It may have been, an error on my part.
I will say, in my experience with free groups, Jessica and I used to do them a lot, and you have to consistently do them, and it probably takes 3 or 4 free groups before someone comes around and says yes. However, this was before IG story time, and for me, I personally decided I'm going to give you a ton of great content on my IG stories. If I'm making a recipe, boom, I'm going to share it. If I have a tip, boom, I'm going to share it. So that is how I'm going to get you to know, like, and trust me. I think that the cool thing about a free group is you're supposed to get them to see what you're all about, get them to know what you're doing and like it and trust you. But I think that's what's so great about video with IG stories. You have the ability to do that every day. And same thing with Krystal. People don't value free, so I don't do free. That's just a personal opinion that I've decided not to do. And same thing with Shakeology samples. In the beginning, I gave away 2. And like you said, there was no value, right? Now, if somebody wants to try them, I'll send them a sampler pack link that they can buy from my website where they can try all 7. Or I'll say, cool, I'll send you a 4-pack and it's $20. You can just Venmo or PayPal me. And there's just a little bit more skin in the game, which is, again, why even when I send Clean Week, do you know how many people I follow up with and they have never actually started it? You have to have skin in the game. And that's why the $160, almost in my opinion, isn't enough money, because $160 for everything they get is insane. It's insane. So if you ever think $160 is expensive, it's not. As a personal trainer, I charge $75 an hour for 1 hour with me. So $160, they got to have some skin in the game. So you can try free groups, but I really think you should just really put that time and effort into your stories and providing value in that way. Save yourself some time in running a free group. But thank you for being so open about that, Krystal. I think that's always good to know how that plans out for you. What else? Anybody else have any other questions? This is your time. Well, thank you so much, Krystal. Seriously, you are, like I said, a breath of fresh air and just showing us again. I love when people come in and just show us what's possible when you decide to go for it. You make a decision. Here's what I'm doing. It's happening. Done. And then you put the action behind it to make it happen. So I hope that this is inspiring us all. I know for me, I'm like, dang, I got to step my game up. Krystal is killing it. So I love it. Thank you so much for sharing and spending your evening with us. As a reminder, we have our new coach boot camp that is starting day 1 tomorrow. I post about it in Team VIP Family. There's a welcome post where you can print off my first 200 tracker. But if you are a new coach, or you have some new coaches, or you need just some extra oomph to get going again, please feel free to join our new coach bootcamp. We do ask that you, if you are going to join, that you actively participate, because we put a lot of effort into running this group, into commenting. If you have questions, you go in there and you comment and you tag us, and we really do our best to be really engaged in there and help you. So we just ask that you would be engaged as well. But I'm telling you, if you follow this process, it's 2 weeks long. It gets you moving, it gets you action, and the goal is to help our new coaches earn $200 back, right? Earn their first investment back immediately, hit Success Club, and become a month 1 success starter, and just go. And it's possible. Those people that engage in this group have been proven to hit the ground running and hit all of those goals. So anything else that I'm missing, ladies, that we need to announce?
Did you want to say anything about pumpkin spice?
You want to go ahead, Rachel? You can.
We'll open up the pumpkin spice and everything nice group later this week. I don't plan on even posting about it at all until probably Tuesday, because I'm still trying to fill up a challenge group that I have starting next week. So for me, priority number 1 by a lot is to sell challenge packs. And then you'll get, I mean, we've gone over this in other videos and team calls too, that there'll be a 5-day fall theme meal plan and then Shakeology recipes in there too. But it's up to you to take care of finding people, selling, sending packages and whatnot. But we won't open the group until later this week, and it'll start day 1 on Monday.
Cool. All right. Well, y'all have a fabulous evening. And we've got Q4, y'all. Tomorrow's a fresh start. It's a Monday. The first falls on a Monday, which is my favorite thing ever. So clean slate. Let's finish out the year stronger than we started. Deal? Okay. Good night, y'all.